Hey guys, how's it going? Good afternoon. My name's Josh Halter. I'm owner and founder of The Biodude Houston. You can visit my website, thebiodude.com. Come to my store, Biodude Houston, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you know, the whole 9 yards. And in front of me, I'm sure you guys well remember Hercules. I wanted to give you guys an update on his 75 with how it's been progressing about 2 years in, maybe a little bit longer. Excuse me, and he is getting an upgrade today, and I'm really excited to talk about the upgrade. So just really quick, I want to give you guys a little bit. You can see Hercules is up here. We have a larger hedgehog aloe in here, the spaghetti agave, some random apontias in the back, and you can see a lot of them just have chunks missing. Lately, what I've just been doing is putting large pads in there, and he's just been going to town little by little. Underneath the water dish, we have a ton of different, we have some darkling beetles in here. We have earwigs, there goes an earwig. We have a bunch of earwigs in here. There's springtails all over my hand. You can see the springtails crawling. A little bit of everything's living in this fully bioactive, self-maintaining substrate. You can see there's no feces buildup. You can see an apontia cactus pad that he left for dead. You see a little bit of feces built up there on the grapewood, and that's where the bugs aren't reaching. But eventually what it'll do, it'll desiccate to the point when it falls down into the substrate and gets eaten. As of right now, I have his heat turned off, and you guys are going to see why in just a moment. But the biggest thing I want to show you guys is take a look at how the substrate is. This substrate just has random humidity pockets scattered throughout, and then it's nice and dry on the top, exactly what we want, to create a low humidity biome that retains all tunnels and burrows, that also is, you know, providing the most natural type of care. He has a Power Sun 100 watt UVB. He has a nighttime moonlight bulb, and he has an Arcadia 12% on here. This bulb is about 6 months old. It's a T5, so I am updating it. I usually change my UVB every 6 to 8 months. Arcadia claims I think they can go 8 months, but I do it a little bit sooner, a little bit more. And then I have one of my 16-inch Grow and Glow LEDs here on my Dude props. But then we're going to migrate over here, and this is something that I'm so excited to show you guys. So I have been looking for a way to have larger reptile cages become commercially available for the everyday consumer, because 9 times out of 10 they're not shippable. Until a gentleman named Zach, the owner of Reptile Cages with a K.com, and said, Biodude, I love your channel, I love doing what you're doing, this is what I'm doing. And what Zach does is he sells PVC cages up to 8 feet by 4 feet by 8 feet that you assemble yourself. This cage took 30 minutes to put together, including the siliconing. It was very easy. And he sends it in a big box that you yourself put together. And I am doing a testing run on this cage for 30 days to see how well it works with Hercules in a dry setup. And I am going to be thoroughly checking the temperature, the humidity every day to make sure you know, what I have to change, or if anything that I have to change. The floor print is 4 by 2 by 2. And guys, if everything works out, I am going to have these cages, the full line, on the biodude.com with free shipping. And we're talking cages of that 8 by 8 by 4 by 8 size that you put together yourself, i.e. a readily commercial way for people that have iguanas, bearded dragons, blue-tongued skinks, Chinese water dragons, Australian water dragons, Ackies monitors. I can keep going, that there isn't cages big enough for these animals that are readily available. And that's why I love what Zach's doing, and I can't wait to, if this works out, to get him down here, be hosted on the episode, and introduce the full line of cages. So let's get started. I want to show you here on the inside, we have 2 back vents at the very top. We have the lighting built in, so this is going to be Hercules' nighttime source. This is a 60 watt bulb. This is going to be his daytime source, and it's the 100 watt Power Sun UVB. I have one of my Biodude Grow and Glow 22 inches here, and I have the Arcadia 12% UVB here in the back. That extends across the whole thing, and guys, it was so easy to mount this. All I did for the LED was I took the props and I drilled a hole. And then I just put hangers here at the top and just hung the props. These lights fixtures came installed with the cage, ready, wired, and good to go. The Arcadia fixtures come with the adapters for these cages. These metal prongs up here, comes with 2 of them with instructions. Very, very easy to install it anywhere in the cage. And then if we come to the back, you're like, Bio Dude, where do the wires go? Oh, and guys, this is my house. Since Hercules is at home, I'm doing everything this way. So you can see here how the wires come out of the back. Easy peasy. And I got a lot of cool stuff here when I got this cage. He included some really nice logos, and I'm going to be sure to share this on Instagram, on Facebook. A business card, Zach Kiefer. More information, stickers, and then here are the instructions. So I did speak to Zach, and I said, what we should do is we should do a step-by-step YouTube video and put QR codes on here so people can scan it for every size cage he has. I think he took that in the heart, and I think it's something that he's considering, making it even easier to get these cages built. So as far as the wattage on the cages, I actually had to write it down. So these fixtures that came stock with this cage, they are rated at 250 volts and 660 watts, and the cords are rated for 10 amps / 1000 watt max per the manufacturer. However, with how enclosed these cages are, for this specific size, we don't want to go over 100 watts. And then for the PVC, the normal type of weight that it can handle, the maximum temperature that it can handle is 140 degrees. That is what the PVC is resisted to, is 140 degrees. So if you have a reptile that needs an intense hotspot, you need to make sure you have a very, very deep and wide cage with that hotspot centralized dead in the middle. So I've been doing a lot of talking, and I'm sorry I've been doing a lot of talking. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to get building. Really excited. So how I'm doing this is I'm going to be taking the doors off of this 75 for ease of use. And so that way, that terrible noise is avoided. I'm going to take little Hercules here. Hey, dude. Do you want to say hi to all your followers? He's been quite lazy. Whenever it's really cold out here in Texas, because it's been in the 20s and 30s for the past couple weeks, he gets super, super, super lazy. He doesn't do anything. I'm going to put this right here. We're just going to sit him right here. There you go, dude. Good boy. All right. And I'm going to work on getting all this stuff removed from the tank. Nice and quick, easy peasy. So being with his high activity level most of the time, what I plan on doing is essentially having his cage with more space be a little bit more open, but give him just as many grazing opportunities. So here's the cactus, just like you can see it's growing. It has a very minimal root system. So that's how easy these are to propagate. They're one of the easiest things to keep alive, and that is why I'm really happy to be able to offer them. And you can see here another shallower root base, but we have new growth. Look at that, a bunch of new growth. He usually picks these off immediately. These are his favorite ones, the little tiny pieces. Okay, I got his water dish. Just gonna go ahead and dump that. Okay. All right, so you can see here, and I also have his feeding dish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm essentially just gonna start scooping out his substrate, and we're gonna see what types of bugs. So the substrate I'm using is my Terra Sahara, and I'm sure you guys know well about the Sahara, but for some of my new viewers, the Sahara is designed to maintain humidity at the top and the bottom, in the middle and bottom layers, and stay dry at the top. So it creates the essential air pockets necessary for aeration in your vivarium, as well as making sure your live plants stay healthy and to help outcompete the negative bacteria and molds. All right. Okay. So again, you can see a lot of substrate. All right. Let me continue to get some more out of here. Oh, there's a big humidity pocket with a huge, so right here, you saw that, and I just saw about a dozen earwigs just kind of burrow deep in there. You can see some of the palm bark pieces I put in here, covered in springtails. Look at that, guys. Absolutely covered. Microbial hotspots, beneficial microfauna hotspots. What more can you ask for? All right, perfect. So the lip on these cages in the front is about 4 inches. Now Zach can do customs in the aspect that they're bigger than 4 or deeper than 4. Once the doors are in, they are in. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bag of Terra Sahara, which you see right here. I'm going to open it up. All right, and then I'm going to take my Bioshot, as you can see here. I'm going to dump it right on in here. And I'm going to take the Sahara, and I'm going to go and I'm going to dump it. Now, what's great about this is I don't need a lot of biodegradables because I already have a solid amount of beneficial bacteria and biodegradables, excuse me, to jumpstart the enclosure right now. So I have about 4 inches of substrate in here as of right now. And then I'm just gonna mix to get some of the old substrate mixed in with the new. And what that's gonna do is help spread out all the beneficial microorganisms and processes that we are working with in here. And I'm going to do one more load. Oops. That didn't sound good, don't worry. Nothing happened. I just hit the plastic. Cool. Now let me dump this in here. So if I come up with drawbacks to any of these cages, there's a couple. So the only one drawback is once these doors are in, they're in. So when you put this cage together, so what I'm dealing with right now is I got some substrate here in the lip. So it came out pretty easily. Let's see how the front glass does. Okay, not too bad. And with acrylic, it gets dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel at the end and get this taken care of. So as you can see what I got right here, I got a nice solid layer of Terra Sahara with good, healthy, jump-started bioactive soil. Next thing that I'm going to do is I want to talk a little bit about heating. You can see actually some of the beetles that have emerged after their stressful living experience. Okay, so we talked about the grow and glow that's in here, the 12% Arcadia, the fixture utilizing the Arcadia. Hey, Hercules. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be monitoring the temperature and humidity, temperature 2 ways, humidity 1 way. So I am going to be hooking up each fixture to a thermostat, and I'm going to be setting that thermostat. His hotspot is going to be set to 100 and, excuse me, I'm going to mess with it and get the hotspot to be at 110 degrees during the day with a cool side of 70. On the other side right here at nighttime, when this bulb and all the other daytime stuff turns off, I'm going to be setting it to have a hotspot of 80 to be on the cooler side of his normal basking of around 65 degrees. And that's going to be one way to make sure that we don't have a good way of grasping how the temperature is working. And I'm also going to be using my BioDo digital thermometer hygrometer. And what's nice about these is they come with a long probe that you can put anywhere in the terrarium, and it'll give you a humidity reading and a temperature reading. Another good way to make sure that you're providing the correct and proper husbandry in your bioactive environment. So what I have in front of me here is I have some southern palm bark. I have some of my cork bark pieces. And I have some leaf litter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in all these biodegradables as well. Now the reason I'm adding in the cork bark pieces is because they are a great tool, like the palm bark, to create microbial hotspots. So what will happen is, as it slowly breaks down and takes in water, the bugs will not only be drawn to it, but as the bugs break it down, it puts positive nutrients into the soil. As your organic processes from the bioshot break down, it puts essential nutrients back into the soil. Okay. Nice and easy. Look at that. All right. So we got about a 4.5-inch layer of substrate, which I'm going to see how it does in a PVC. I'll let you guys know. Leaf litter, cork bark pieces, palm bark, and Terra Sahara set up with all the bugs. Next thing that I'm going to do for this dude is I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put his water dish. So for his water dish, I have chosen to use an Extra Terra. So I do carry the full Extra Terra dish line. I do like these because they're very, very easy to clean, and they're very durable. So I'm going to put his water dish kind of here in the middle, so that way I can easily access it. Another thing I'm going to put in here, y'all know I'm down for the accents. So I was choosing between a T-Rex skull and a buffalo skull. I chose the buffalo skull. So I am going to be getting as well. And Extra Terra makes these, and I do sell these on the biodude.com. I'm actually going to put this right here on the cool side, or excuse me, on the hot end. Next is I'm going to figure out his basking. So his cage is going to be much more open than his last enclosure. Mainly just because he's becoming more active, especially after winter's over, and I want to make sure he has lots of places to be able to roam and move around. So I have some ghostwood here, as well as some of the grapevine pieces that I had in his terrarium before. So what I plan on doing is I want to move this over. Okay. And I'm going to put, I'm going to go like this here. Yeah. What do you think, Brandon?
I dig it.
Okay. And then, since cactuses being as hardy as they are, so the two that are from his prior enclosure, I am going to put right here. And I'm going to plant them all the way down. So my hope is that it won't be too hot there, but as he sits here and basks his fat body, he can just occasionally just go home, home, as bearded dragons love to do. I'm also going to put the spaghetti agave, which I have right here, which has survived a long time, because he's so, of all the things I put in here, guys, for your beardies, the spaghetti agave I have found is their favorite. They love that the most. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to put, I have two more cactuses right here. I'm going to go and put these cactuses here in the corner. And I'm going to put them all the way down. Now, cactuses, a lot of people ask me, BioDude, can I just put a cactus in 1 inch of soil? And the answer is always going to be no. So cactuses don't have extensive root bases, but what they need is a firm soil that's deep to keep them upright, because they're heavy. And when they're heavy like that, you need to be able to have a soil that can essentially sustain it. And that's what so what do we got going on here? Okay, so we got that rocking. I am then going to grab the octopus aloe. Yet another really popular aloe that I sell, and I'm going to put this right here. Now you can see their root base is much more extensive. It's a lot thicker, deeper, needs a little bit more space. So I'm not putting it too close to everything. And then I think one piece of ghostwood or grapevine will do it for me. Let's see here. What's Hercules doing? Is he just sitting there? Yeah. Oh, hey dude, I'm building your new home. I'm soon done. See, I think this is going to be too big, but I'll take a look and I'll see. So I want him to be able to bask on this other side as well. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's get him in here. There you go, dude. Check it out. What do you think? He's like, ooh. So I am going to put one more edible in here for him, and that is because he absolutely loves it. It's his favorite. Well, I shouldn't say that. The spaghetti agave is his favorite. This is his second favorite, and this is the elephant feed. Now this is a smaller pot that I have. Here we go. Let me get his water bowl filled up. Oh no, feet. Excellent. So as far as maintenance is concerned, it's not going to be much. I'll be misting his tank every couple days. We're giving it a very, very, very light water once a week. I will be making sure that the humidity doesn't stay too high. I'm going to be making sure that the temperature doesn't get really high. With PVC enclosures, one of the most important things is airflow, because air can stagnate very, very, very quickly because it's a PVC cage and doesn't have a screen lid. So that is up to you as the keeper to make your necessary changes in husbandry to accommodate that type of cage that you're using. So it's going to be a little bit different, a little bit less misting that I expect when comparison to that, but I expect it to be pretty consistent as far as how the Sahara maintains. And again, guys, I'm really, really excited. Hercules seems to be really digging it, and I think this cage turned out really, really nice. Please visit reptilecageswithak.com. Give me some feedback on them, guys, with how the video turned out, because if people really like it and I end up liking it, I'm going to be really excited to introduce this whole line with free shipping. And again, guys, my name's Josh Halter. I am owner and founder of The BioDude. You can visit my website, thebiodude.com. I really appreciate everybody's continued support of my business. It feels really great to get a lot of animals into the best care rather than the basic care, using research-driven practices and techniques. Dude abides.